Hey up YouTubers, Simon B here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're keeping safe out there. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but what it is I'm going to do is a bit of a video that what I do to prepare my EX500 for a tour out with Epic Motorcycle Tours. I could show you out what we do with all three bikes, but we do the same sort of thing with everything, because what we need, we need these bikes to be tip-top condition and stuff, and it takes time. You know, people think, oh yeah, you're making a fortune doing all this, charging all this money. Well, this is the stuff that people don't see. So I'm going to take you through the stuff that we go through, stuff that we check, make sure everything's all right. So hopefully it's going to be okay for the full day out. And this is what the sort of things you guys and girls should be doing with your bikes before you go out, because we've had a few turn up on tours and bikes haven't been sort of really perfect. Just dragged them out of the garage, started them up and turned up. So, and we've had a few breakdowns. So if you fancy a bit of that, how to sort your bike out. People, you know, I'm not trying to tell you how to suck eggs. There'll be people out there that already know. So don't watch it, don't complain about it. And as I say, stick around and stay tuned.
Like and subscribe.
So that again. Welcome back YouTubers. First things first, just try to get used to this camera that we've got. I don't know if I've showed it here. It's the Osmo Pocket 3. We got it a few months ago now, and it's all right when it's sat on a tripod, but when it's a bit handheld and stuff, it just doesn't. I don't know the playing of it. Anyway, we'll try to get used to that. So anyway, that's that. So what do we do with our enduro bikes to make sure they're going to be right for the day? Well, let's do. So we get it on the stand. Here's the 500. The first thing we're going to do is clean and lube that chain. One of the most important things you can do. While we're here, we can check if there's any bearing movement. We can check if there's any bearing movement in the swinging arm. And then the other thing, which you probably should do anyway, when you wash it, or as you're washing it, or when you're washing it, which I've showed you before, is check your spokes. Do the whole thing, front and back, make sure they're all still tight, because like I say, that's why we changed this wheel. And what we did do, that we probably didn't, well we did, I think I did mention it somewhere, didn't we? We actually re-spoked our old wheel. Did it myself, had to go myself. It's within, I think it was within 2 mil, up and down and left and right. Stainless steel spokes. And runs true. But I bought another wheel instead, and it's got a bit of bling on it, so I've left it on. But so I have a spare wheel for both bikes, and we can do that. So always check your spokes. As soon as one of them starts snapping and coming out, 2 or 3 will go, and then your wheel's gone. So just check them. The next question is, they'll be asking, hey Si, what do you use to put on your chain? Well, I've bought this for quite some time now. Get it from Sports Bike, $4.99 a tin. I buy 4 or 5 at a time when I usually buy a new helmet or something like that. And we're running a little bit, no, we're not so bad really. And buy their chain cleaner as well. So you get that for a tenner. Which normal ones, everywhere else you buy, you get that, and it costs you a tenner. I've never had any problem with it. It's been endorsed by Ride, who best buy. So Sports Bike, I'm not affiliated with it. Sports Bike shop, $4.99 a tin each one, and a couple of tins. Get 3 tins of that and a tin of that, you get free delivery. So 20 quid, and that's what we use. So we'll just clean it first with the cleaner, and then lube it up. I'm not going to show you how to do that really, do we? You'll probably know how to do that, yeah? But that's one of the first things you need to be doing before you be going out on the bike every time. Even on your road bike. Not do it once every three goes. Every time you go out on that road. And don't just spray it on. Clean it first. Put some cleaner on it and clean some of that rubbish on it. It'll just fill everywhere up with gunk and dirt and everything like that. So clean it first. All right, see you in a sec. While you're cleaning the chain, if you check the tightness of it, that could do with just tightening up a little bit, but I'm just going to leave it. I'll probably end up slapping on that when I'm out. If you keep your maintenance on your chain, you don't really need one of these, because it's not that dirty and that bad that you need one of these to clean it. So really, every time you go on your bike, you should either clean your chain or put some lube on it, on your chain. That's my thing. And at $4.99 for a tin of tube chain lube, there's no excuses. So all you need to do, as it said, showed in the showing this video here, is just use your chain cleaner, use a rag, clean, fill it full of chain cleaner, rag it off, do the inside, the top, and the bottom of it, both sides. Do it 2 or 3 times, clean it all off, let it dry, and then spray it with chain lube. What I do the outside of it, which is showed here, and then I usually squirt it on the inside, push it around the sprocket, so it actually pushes it into the thing itself. But I only do a bit of a squirt in there, just 1 revolution, that's about it. So that's your chain, and like I say, you can check that at the time. Check your wheel bearings, check your swinging arm bearings while you're at this end, and everything's fine. And then just look around. One of the other things that I usually do is squirt a little bit of chain lube in that to make sure that works all the time. You don't need to be using that. It's got a big spring on it, keeps it up. Don't forget your steg pegs. Get yourself a pair. And yeah, that's back end done. So you've done, you check your tyres, you check your wheel, check your bearings, checked everything. Bearing on shock was changed a bit ago. I didn't do a video about it. It takes about 3 minutes to do, and that's it really. So now we'll do the front end. The same again while you're here. But you should be doing this while you wash it anyway. Never mind today, because that's one of the things that you should do while it's up on that. Check your bearings, check your head bearings, sort of thing. Make sure everything's all right. Have a look at brake pads, and nearly down again. I can do a changing again. This thing gets some hammer. And then check your back ones. They use your back ones all the time. They've just been replaced, as you can see. They're quite bright. And then whilst you're here, just make sure it works. You can check all these things before you go out, and you don't get any surprises while you're out. The other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to lube my clutch lever, and brake lever is not really a problem because it doesn't really do much. The clutch goes in and out probably about 6,000 times every time we go out. So every now and again I'll take the pin out, re-lube everything, and then put everything back in, and it's just like new again. I don't know if I've showed you that before. I've a cheap watch that I've got off Amazon on the bike. Saves having to try to find your watch and everything like that and see what it is. And got one of these gear bags. I'll put a link down below where you can get these from. They used to be next day on Amazon, but now they're not really. Just great for putting, you know, wine, gums, jelly beer, whatever you eat all the time, bits of things, sunglasses, set of keys, stick it in there, zip it up. Just make sure you zip it up. And the good thing about it is that it opens and closes with one hand. Probably every month or so, I'll take throttle tube out, clean underneath, re-lube that. But just watch, if you've never done it before and you go out on a bike and it's done, you might end up getting a bit of whiskey throttle because it won't be as stiff as it used to be. It's had its service, I don't know if you can see that, 240. We're on now 251. Every time I drop the oil out of it, put a bit of tape on there, put the hours on it, and then you know how far it's been between having a garage full of bikes. It's hard work keeping up, understanding what it is. Yeah, so this has done 251 hours, 6,745 miles. There's the old girl. Oh, I'd be due for a rebuild. Nah, is it? It got checked, valves, last year. They were all out. I'll check them again in winter, just before winter, the same again. See if they need doing. Probably not. And the most other important thing is your air filter. That was cleaned last week, so that doesn't need doing. Depending on what conditions you're riding. If it's dusty all the time, then, you know, every ride, people would be doing it every ride. If you're racing, you'd be doing it every ride, wouldn't you? You'd have about 5 or 6 of them, so it won't be a problem. Make sure your brake's working. And one of the other things is that when I do, I'll take it outside once I've done. I'll start it up, make sure it starts. I've started changing spark plugs once a year. Spark plugs, for some reason, are getting not very reliable. I've seen that many people have spark plugs. I don't know if there's dodgy ones about, not second-hand ones, copies and stuff like that. I don't know. But that's another thing, is a lifesaver. Just change it, whatever. It's the same as bearings now. I'm not waiting for them to sort of go. I change them probably every 6 months now, because when you buy them in bulk and pay next to nothing for them, there's no point in waiting until they've gone, because then it's too late. Yeah, make sure it runs after. We've checked everything else. What else could go wrong? Hopefully nothing. That's the sort of pre-ride checks you should be doing on your Enduro before you go anywhere. And I mean every time, not just once a month, every time. And then you know it's going to work and everything's fine. Comment down below if you do anything different. Just a short bit of a video of understanding what I do before pre-ride checks, before I check this bike out. I do it with every bike. I do it with it. I've got this again now. I've got 2 bikes to do now. I've got the 2 higher bikes which are going out tomorrow, and I do it with my 350, and I do it with my road bikes as well. It's just so you know that everything's going to be okay. But yeah, if you sort of enjoy that video, you do something different, something I missed. I can't really think of anything else. I've checked mostly everything that's going to do, and done things that I think need doing. If there isn't, please comment down below. What do you do? Do you do anything to do it different? Do you do this before you go out? Or do you do it once every 6 months? I don't know. And then you end up with a reliable bike and everything works and everything does what it's supposed to do. And that's the good thing about it. So yeah, please give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed that. If you just stumbled across us, you've not been here for a time, because still 3,000 views every 24 hours, and 92% of you aren't subscribed. Thumbs up, sub, hype. I don't know if that hype button's there anymore. I don't know if it is. Please press it. Get it pressed. Get it around the internet and stuff like that. What are we now? 17th of July. Red hot. It's been red hot. Gone a little bit cooler this weekend. Hopefully it's going to be a bit of north wind. Hopefully it's not going to be as warm as it was last week when we were out on the lanes. So if you're riding out there, don't forget, ride safe, be safe, keep safe. Don't be a statistic. And as they say, we'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.